Today, we are going to learn about Central Processing Unit.
CPU is the processor of the computer. All the calculations and comparisons are made inside the CPU. CPU activates and controls the operations of all the units of a computer. So it is called as brain of the computer. Here you can see three different pictures. This one is called as CPU cabinet. This one is called as motherboard. This is CPU or processor. This is front side view of the CPU. This is back side view of the CPU. This CPU will insert inside the motherboard CPU slot. This is the motherboard CPU slot. Here we will insert CPU. Then this motherboard we will insert inside the CPU cabinet. This is CPU or processor will insert in motherboard. Then this motherboard we will insert in CPU cabinet. Now we are going to see parts of the CPU or parts of the processor. CPU can be divided into three parts. First one is arithmetic logic unit, CPU memory, then control unit. CPU memory is register. This ALU perform the operation. That time it requires some data. This data it will take it from CPU register. After performing the operation, this ALU will store the data in CPU memory or register. This entire working of ALU and memory transfer controlled by control unit. First part is ALU, arithmetic logic unit. It performs arithmetic operations, comparisons and logical operations. Examples of arithmetic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. Examples of comparison operations: equal to, less than, greater than, etc. Examples of logical operations: and, or, not. Now we are going to see logical operator AND. If both the conditions are true, then only we can perform the operation AND. Example: if you have pen and paper, then you can write. Here we can see two conditions. First condition, do you have pen? Second condition, do you have paper? Example: this is a person A, he have paper and he have pen, so he can write. Then we can see second situation. This is person B, he is not having pen, he is not having paper, so he can't write. Then third situation, this is person C, he have pen but he is not having paper, so he can't write. Then person D, he is having paper but he is not having pen, so he can't write. Here we can see four different situations. Here both the conditions are true, that person only can perform the operation right. That is, if you are using AND operation, both the conditions are true, then only we can perform the operation AND. Otherwise we can't perform the operation. Then next logical operator OR. If either one conditions are true, then we can perform the operation OR. Example: if you have pen or pencil, you can write. Here we can see two conditions. Do you have pen? Do you have pencil? The first person, he is having pen, he is having pencil, so he can write. Second condition, the person B, he is not having pencil, he is not having pen, so he can't write. Third person, he have pen, he is not having pencil, but he can write. Either one condition is true. Then fourth person, he is having pencil but he is not having pen. This person also can write. Here either one condition is true, then that person can perform the operation. So only the situation the person is both the conditions are false, the person can't perform the operation. All other situation we can do the operation in OR. Then next logical operator NOT. If the condition is false, then it is performing an operation. It is called NOT operation. Example, if today is not holiday, then we have to go to school. Here we can see the condition, today is holiday or not. The answer is no, then only they can perform the operation, go to school. The answer is yes, no need to go to school. That is, the answer is false, only NOT operation will perform the operation. Here you can see, person is asking today is holiday or not. No, we have to go to school. Here answer is no, that is false condition. So we have to go to school, we want to perform the operation. Today is holiday or not? Yes, answer is true, so no need to perform the operation. Next part of the CPU is CPU memory. While performing the CPU operation, it requires temporary storage space inside the CPU to store and retrieve the data. Example, here we are adding x and y, and result we are storing in z. The value of x and y we are stored in CPU memory register. This x and y, it will transfer to arithmetic and logic unit. This arithmetic and logic unit perform the operation addition, then it generate z. The value of z again transferred to CPU memory. It is CPU memory is a temporary storage area while performing ALU operation. Next part of the CPU is control unit. Entire working of the computer controlled by control unit. Control unit is controlling ALU, input unit, output unit and memory unit. All arithmetic logic operations, all the memory transfer, all input and output, all the operations are controlled by control unit. Today we learn parts of the CPU. First one is ALU, second one is CPU memory, third one is control unit. ALU perform all arithmetic logic operations, CPU is a temporary storage area, control unit is controlling entire part of the computer operation. ALU perform arithmetic logic operation, that time it requires some data from CPU memory, it will take the data, but after performing the operation the result again stored in CPU memory. These all operations are controlled by control unit. These are the different parts of CPU. CPU also known as processor of the computer.
Watch the video. Read the textbook. Complete the worksheet and practical.